The following program is for adult audiences only.
This is
Eric and Gord. What if we're right?
Live right now.
Are you ready?
Find and like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram.
Like a news guy. Hi there. Happy Wednesday, probably?
Yes.
It is July 28th, 2021. I'm Eric talking at you from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, where open the border, douches. I want to go to America. I don't know. That's all I got. I got nothing. You don't? I do.
No.
I want to get out of here. Hey, Gord, how's it going?
Hey, that's all right. We're live on Facebook, by the way.
We are live on Facebook. That's the only place we're live today. Because I just couldn't get it set up for anything else for some reason.
That's very cool.
Last time we were live on Periscope, but apparently Periscope doesn't exist anymore. So
Great. So if you guys saw it, that's a rare treat.
it's still there, I bet. But that's okay. Hi, world. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling your friends. Thanks for all the downloads in under our new format and a new host, and we're still killing it numbers wise. So that's all you guys, and that's awesome.
It's a mind fuck just knowing that our numbers are what they are. It's insane.
Yeah, I love it. I wish it equaled money, but it doesn't seem to.
It's not quite there yet.
Although I did get a message from a guy who seems pretty genuine, who said he will promote our podcast and get us 1,000 new listeners today.
If you give him.
Oh, I said, show me the 1,000 listeners and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
And then he stopped messaging me, but I'm pretty sure he's doing it. So, hi, random guy. I also got a message from a transport company, and I'm pretty sure it's the one from last summer.
Oh.
With the money and the
Yep, I remember.
the Bitcoin and all that. I think it's the same one under a different name because it's the exact same sort of thing. So, but a different lady running it. So we'll see. I have an interview with them set up for tomorrow. Their page is so great. Their webpage says they've been in business for more than 1 year.
Wow.
Way to go, guys.
That's amazing. You hit that 1 year mark.
And that's a lie probably too, but
Yeah. 1 dog year.
this place is nuts. This world is nuts. I spend too much time online, I think, is the problem. What's going on in Gordland?
Yeah, I don't know. It's still hot. Crime out here is insane. The amount of kidnappings and attempted abductions going on right now in this area is fucking nuts.
The amount of fake ones that aren't really happening, but people are posting them on Facebook is nuts here.
Well, there's one that just happened at it's called Sunset Beach, which I've been to a couple times because getting people saw the sunset. But broad fucking daylight, 3 fucking East India women approached this lady's child that was playing like 10 feet in front of her, playing in the sand, and they go, "Oh, what's your name?" And kid says something. The lady says, "What?" And the mother yells what the kid's name was, just because it's an unusual name. And they're like, "Do you want to come with me?" Mom's like, "The fuck did she just say?" "You should come with me." She's like, "He's not fucking going anywhere." And then there's like a bit of a discussion, and then the chick's friend showed up, and there's this whole big thing. She got a shot of them. The police were called. So the fucked up thing was there's security on the beach, like a private security on the beach that does and checks shit. So they went and told the security guy. As soon as they started talking security guard, the one chick who approached the kid bailed. She took off running, and she's like, "I need you to call the police." And the security guard goes, "I can't."
What?
Yeah, no, he's not allowed.
Of course he is. That's all they're allowed to do.
No, apparently not. Apparently he is no, and no.
Well, that doesn't. Of course he's allowed to call the police. Everyone's allowed to call the police.
You're a fucking security. It's all you can do.
That's literally all they're allowed to do.
There's nothing else you can do aside from walk around going, "You can't do that."
Like what is the point of you being there if you can't help or call police? Then you're just a witness.
Yeah, exactly. it was fucking nuts that the chick was not very fucking impressed with him.
Well, gee, you think?
Oh man. But yeah, no, there's been just it's crazy around here. It absolutely is fucking nuts. This is the second time that these three women have been involved in attempting to adopt a child in the last week alone.
Well, they clearly want a child, so
Yeah.
and they're going about it all wrong. Like
I
you
was gonna
should be
say,
able to get it by your third try.
right? Clearly you suck at this. You should give up and go get a job at fucking Walmart. Like,
Go to a
Jesus,
mall. Yeah, there's what place to grab a kid.
it's Walmart.
Walmart, you can disappear pretty fast into the crowd, but you can't just walk up to some kid's house and be like, "Hey, you want to come with me?" Unless you're super hot and he's like 12, then you'd probably be in luck. But
yeah, just it's insane. Yeah, I never realized how bad the human trafficking network is here in the Niagara region. It's rampantly bad.
well, I would think because it's such a hub for industry, there's so much shipping that goes in and out. Like Milton's got huge distribution networks. I'm sure
Yep.
everywhere else, Mississauga is
Yeah.
like the center of the universe in supply chains.
Pretty much.
So
Yeah.
trucks coming and going, it stands to reason that's where the people would be shipping through.
Yeah, it's craziness. It's absolutely fucking craziness. And
It's the same in Vancouver being a port city. That's where all
Yeah.
the boats end up.
that's right.
So I'm sure we see the same slaves. They probably
Yeah.
pass through my neighborhood or your neighborhood on the way to the other one.
There was a, so there was a thing I had, but I don't have it now.
Human trafficking is just weird. Like that's gotta be a tough racket. I wouldn't want to get involved in that. Like it's not an easy thing to smuggle and traffic, I would imagine. There's probably a lot of resistance. A lot of seems
what
like
is the thing here?
a lot of work for very little reward is what I'm saying.
There's a statistics put out just saying about just how many victims are in Canada and in the US, and the US was holy fucking off the charts. Like holy shit. But there's been a massive increase over the last since 2010. It's just been doubling, and then in 2019 it just hit this big fucking high of just how much reported. That's just the reported human trafficking. Not the people not the people who are just listed as disappeared and they don't know yet. It's fucking it's crazy. Like the numbers, it's something like in the U.S. it's like 800,000 children are kidnapped and put into human trafficking every year in the U.S.
Why is this not working? Yeah.
I'm thinking 800,000, but yet we're worried about COVID. Come on.
Well, yeah, no, I don't think we are anymore. Are you still in your area?
Oh, well, I mean, sort of, you still got to wear the mask if you walk into anywhere. But a lot of, you can see that people, even staff members are just like, I don't fucking care anymore. So it's kind of nice to see that where the staff half-ass barely puts them on.
Right. This this Delta variant is ridiculous and stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, the Delta. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't fucking get it.
No, it's dumb and it's not doing anything, and I don't care. I'm so sick of it. But yeah, I would be far more concerned with human trafficking than I would be with COVID.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The International Labor Organization estimates that of the 20.9 million people who are trafficked. I'm not
Trafficked?
that.
I like that.
Yeah, we're just gonna go with that word for now. In the world, 5.5 million of them are children.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. It's probably really hard to traffic an adult.
Well, apparently not as much as, I mean, out of 21 million, 5.5 million are kids. That means the bulk of them are adults. So
Yeah, I guess
apparently it
so.
is easier.
Well, if you're gonna get all mathy on me, yeah. Well, a lot of it is people volunteer and do it, right? They think they're getting a free trip to America or whatever, and then they have to pay for it for the rest of their goddamn lives.
Yeah, that's true. And a lot of it, you also get like the families that can't afford the kid in these third world countries or stuff, and so they sell their kids out to them,
Oh yeah, for sure.
which goes on, which is fucked up on its own right too.
I'd totally pound out a few if I thought I could make a few bucks, but no one's buying my kids.
Who's the father? Me? No. I pass, sir.
I mean, let's be honest. There's probably a few out there I should be worried about. But
I
never
love
met
this.
them.
One of the numbers here, I think this is great. The exact number of sex trafficking victims forced to work in illicit massage parlors is unknown, but reporting methods and analysis have improved in recent years, and advocates and researchers largely agree that the problem is growing to as many as 9,000 illicit spas in the U.S. alone.
See, I don't understand why, when robot brothels are an option, why are we messing around with human trafficking? It just seems so much easier to have a robot brothel.
I mean, it's easier on every level, really. You would assume.
And now they do door-to-door service.
This is just getting better and better.
Like they do like a delivery service. You can just call, they bring it to your house for the weekend, you hose it down when you're done and ship it back. That is a hell of a deal. And that is, look in the corner, that is Eric and Gord approved.
Don't steal a child, hire a robot.
Yeah, robot. Like you could probably, if you're a sicko, get a robot kid. Like Astro Boy. There's no need to kidnap humans anymore.
No. 99% of all victims, children and adults, are women and girls.
Well, yeah. No one wants a shitty dude.
No. Guys are too dumb anyway.
Why would you want to buy a dumb guy?
Like, what are you going to do? Whore him out? Like, no.
No. Well, only to other guys. And even then, that probably gets old after a while.
Yeah. So, yeah, just a little. Yeah, so there's a little happy time reading and knowledge for you guys there.
That's very nice. That's very uplifting.
Yeah, isn't it though?
Fucking
hell, man. And the crazy thing is ever since they lifted up most of the lockdown around here, the craziest shit. I have never seen so many car accidents in my fucking life around here.
It's just crazy, isn't it?
It's like people have never driven before. It's like, what the fuck happened to you guys?
Yeah, it's pretty bad when I'm the best driver out there.
That's insane. I can't. Oh, fuck.
Here it's a joke. They laugh about it. People speed like fucking crazy, and they just laugh, and they're on Facebook joking like, nah. I'm like, one of you idiots dies every fucking day. How do you not figure this out?
Yeah. I mean, like, I drive fast, but like the weird thing is like I was on the fucking I was on the highway the other day, and I was doing a $140 on the highway. Speed limit's 110. I'm doing 140. And this fucking dude, and I legit mean this motherfucker came out of nowhere. Didn't see him coming. I have no idea where the fuck he came from. And all of a sudden, this dude is up my fucking ass. And I can't even pull over because I got a dude sitting kind of right beside me, so I can't really move over. So I'm like, well, fuck this dick. I'm already doing 30 over. Fuck off, right? Like, what's the big deal? We're cruising at a good speed here. There's no need to fucking rub him up my ass. He slingshots around me like, like the world is on fucking fire behind him, and he just goes over 2 fucking lanes, zings back over fucking 2 lanes, almost fucking comes off the road a little bit because he's going so fast and out of control. I'm like, what the fuck are you thinking?
I don't know.
Why?
That's the same here. People, I do 100 on the highway where the speed limit is 70, and people get mad at me for going too slow. And then they're dead. Every time I get home, there's a new one dead. Like I drive past a massive crash every fucking day.
Yeah.
I don't get how it's funny. I don't get like the point, really. I don't feel the need for speed.
I certainly do. I like to drive fast, mainly because I'm very tired when I drive into work, and driving fast keeps me wide awake because I'm, well, terrified. So it kind of helps.
That's moderately fair, I guess. I can wake up at 80 just the same as I can at 100. So
It's a funny thing. If I'm doing the speed limit, say if I'm on the highway and I'm doing 100 on the highway, I am fucking nodding. I'm falling asleep.
yeah, it's
There's
funny. I
there's no
avoided the
challenge.
highway for like a month. I drove like a half hour out of my way to avoid the highway. And now I get on there and I'm like, everybody speed up. This sucks. Come on.
And you have no idea. Wait till you get to Ontario, man.
No,
You have no idea.
no, I will
Ontario,
not.
the speed limits are just mere suggestions.
Yeah.
And if you are not doing at least 20 over, you're pissing off everybody.
Well, that's all well and good. In the right lane, in the left lane, do whatever the hell you want. In
Oh,
the
that's
right lane,
everybody.
I'm gonna do the speed limit and fuck you. I don't care.
I was in the fast lane today doing 105 and 110, and I had to get to the slow lane to get past the slow guys in the fast lane.
Yeah, well, that's A, illegal, and B, there's no such thing as a fast lane and a slow lane. That's just a thing that shitty drivers made up to justify their shittiness. They're both the speed limit lane. That's the law. It's not like one lane is for concerned citizens and the other one's just a fucking free for all for like Mad Max drivers.
I've always wanted to see if I could get, like, if I'm driving in the fast lane, a cop pulls me over, say, "Hey, I was in the fast lane now." You can't pull me over. I was in the fast lane.
And he will. And I don't know what it's like in Ontario, but in BC, those rules, like the drive on the right and speed on the left, that only applies on highways with 2 lanes going both directions, minimum,
Yeah,
and a minimum posted speed of 80. Anything else than that, those bullshit rules don't apply.
that's correct. That is absolutely, yeah, no, for the most part, that's correct. I say for
don't
the
know.
most part because nobody in Ontario pays attention to the speed limits anyway.
Well, they don't hear either, and then they go, "It's the law. You're allowed." And then I have to point out, no, it's not. Not on a regular fucking city street. It's not even anywhere close to the laws. Stop cherry picking laws to make your douchiness seem less douchey.
My favorite study in the world is a study on this. I might have brought this up on the podcast before. I can't remember. There's a study done where they say that most accidents, and you're going to love this, most accidents are caused because of slow drivers on the highway. And it's the slow ones that make driving more reckless because the fast people end up having to weave around them.
That's what douchey people say to continue to be douchey. That's not the rule. Do the fucking speed limit.
How is that a study? Like, your study is flawed.
Studies show that breaking the law is better. No, your study's stupid and you're stupid. That's not how things work.
I couldn't stop laughing. I'm thinking, hey, that's great because it makes me look good as being the fast driver. I was like, yes, I'm
Sure
the
it does.
speeder. I'm in the right. That's fantastic. But no.
That's like that. Oh, you're supposed to maintain the flow of traffic. No, you're not. That's a lie that shitty drivers tell each other to justify being shitty. That's not how the law is. There's no maintain the flow of traffic. Now in BC, again, I don't know Ontario. In BC, if you're doing like 20, you can be
Yeah.
fine. Like you have to do the speed limit. You can't do 20 and go, I'm just being safe when it's
No.
in like an 80 zone.
Now in Ontario, if you have, like, if say you got a line of like 10, like say you got fucking 10, 15 cars and they're all doing 130 in a 100 zone, right? But they're all doing on the highway, they're all doing the straps, cops will not pull them over because they're all following the speed of traffic.
Well,
But if there's one that goes faster than the group, they'll pull him over.
yeah, well, and that's what people bank on. See, that's people have figured this shit out, and then that's what they hope for. Oh, I'm just doing with the crowd. I won't be that one. And so the cops have tied their own hands because they can't pull everybody over, and everybody knows that now.
Well, they did in the States to me. They pulled over fucking 12 of us once because we
The
were all
same-
driving the same speed limit. We were all driving fast over the speed limit, and they pulled every one of us over.
It's the same as the no chat or the no chase policy in stores.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it now. So they just walk in and grab shit and walk out casually. They know you're not allowed to chase them.
Yep.
It's like you probably shouldn't have made that shit public, dummies.
Although I will say that in a former place that me and you used to work at, I was coming up the stairs and there was a guy coming out and somebody yelled, "That guy's a thief. He just stole from us." And he went to go run down the escalator, so I tripped him. Hit the ba-dum, down the escalator. I just kept walking away. Store manager's like, "You can't do that." I just did.
My mother, God love her, almost got fired for stopping one at her place of work.
Oh, really, eh?
Because you're not supposed to do that.
Nope.
So, whatever. This stupid drivers, don't be stupid. Just like slow down. Where are you going that you have to be there so fucking fast?
See, my excuse is because I wait till the last possible second to get to work.
Well, don't do that.
I don't want to have to get up earlier. That's just mean to me.
There's a simple fix. Don't do that. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm trying to fucking promote this guy's show and I can't. There we go. Nope, it's not there. The Slacker Cast. That's what we're supposed to be talking about.
Slacker Cast.
There's a commercial at the beginning of the show. You guys heard it. The Slacker Cast. Greg Cummings' awesome podcast that I love. It's my third favorite one that I listen to. And I'm promoting it. But you heard the ad, and I don't have the ad in front of me. I'm supposed to, but I don't. But it's at the beginning of the show, and I think it's in the middle, too. So just listen to the Slacker Cast and get off my back.
Okay, now I have to ask now. So what does he talk about?
Slacking.
Yeah, because I didn't see that one coming.
It's like us. He's a kind of a everything goes kind of a. They chat about everything and then mostly the movies and movie reviews, but they wander like we do and get into everything. So very good. It's available on all platforms, just like we are. And he's a nice guy and it's fun.
Very cool. Oh, by the way, speaking of our podcast, did you happen to see that we ranked in number 91 in Indonesia last month?
I didn't.
I 91.
I don't check Chartable anymore.
I got the fucking email. I'm like, holy shit, number 91. Look at that. And we're under the personal opinion category.
Well, I like that better than society
Education.
and culture or whatever. It was personal journals. That's what it was that we were
personal
in.
journals.
Personal opinion. I like that. That's great. Thank you, Indonesia. We have a lot of Komodo dragon talk. That's right up your alley because that's where they are.
That's right.
So yeah, Indonesia. That's very cool. I didn't notice. Chartable, unfortunately, is no longer going to be free.
Oh, well,
starting I think at the end of the month. But I got a thing saying we could get it for half price. So that's cool. So 91 in Indonesia and still not making any money. What is up with that?
Right? I just don't quite understand.
42 in what's it? Shit, where was it? El Salvador?
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
I remember that.
41. We were 204 on the Apple best. We're in the top 10% in the world. That's all I know.
Which
according
is
to one website. One website ranked us the top 10% in the world. I think maybe it's just because they don't know 90% of the shows or something. That's very cool, though. Thank you for checking that, and thank you, Indonesia, for being you. Very cool. I didn't know 91. That's a good number.
Yeah. Just
out of
that one.
Out of a million, allegedly.
92.
Eat that, Todd Cochran.
Dick.
I listened to part of Todd Cochran's show today.
Oh, did you?
It was very annoying.
Oh.
He doesn't look like his voice. Like his voice doesn't suit his face, and it's frustrating.
Oh. Interesting.
But I don't know. Something about him. I don't know. I don't like him. This is the thing.
I just like the fact that his last name is Cockring.
His point of view is, I guess it's good. He's kind of weird about podcasting. I don't like it. Anyway, Spotify's offering like premium content now, so you can have like your stuff behind a paywall and people have to pay to listen. And he thinks that's going to be a big problem for Spotify. And he thinks like buying Anchor didn't work out for them. I don't know that it did or didn't. I don't see Spotify really hurting for money or anything. So
No, they're still like the number one streaming thing for music and whatnot. So no, I don't think it hurt them.
and Apple will be a thing of the past eventually.
Oh, and I shall celebrate that day.
And by the way, Apple, you can stop sending me the fucking thing that there's a problem with my payment. No, there isn't. I canceled my subscription 3 months ago. That's not a problem with my payment. That's just quit fucking charging me.
No, that's a problem for them. They want your money.
Yeah, keep trying to charge that card.
Best of luck with that.
I think that was 2 cards ago. So you just keep plugging that number and see what happens, idiots.
Let me know if it ever goes through. I want to buy something too.
I sent them a thing. Like every month, I send them a thing. Stop charging me. I don't want it. I don't use it. I don't even have it on my phone. I don't use it. I don't like our podcast on it. Like, I don't like the way they're set up. I don't know why they're number one. They suck.
They suck because all the kids have got fucking iPhones.
I get that, but you can get everything else on an iPhone. You don't have to have iTunes.
Yeah.
Well, you have to have it, but you don't have to use it.
No.
That's what I don't like about iPhone. You have to have like all this shit that they say you have to have just because they say you have to have it. Fuck you, Apple.
Oh, it's just like that new Microsoft. What the fuck is it called? What's their new one called? Edge? No.
Oh.
Yeah, Microsoft
the
Edge.
Browser? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like all of a sudden, like, I mean, like it came out like a while ago, and all of a sudden, like within the last 2 weeks, I'm getting like 5 fucking emails a day from them.
I will send you. I have
off.
Instructions on how to get Edge off of your computer because it's very aggressive. You know how when you go to change it, it's like, are you sure you want to change? Maybe you should try Edge first. And you're like, no, I want to change. She's like, but what about Edge? It's like, no, I want to change Edge. You're like, fuck.
It's as bad as Bing.
Yeah, well, it's Bing's replacement, I think.
Yeah.
And Bing has like 4 things. Whenever you Google something, you get page after page of answers. You go on Bing, you get like 3 answers, and 2 of them are wrong.
Yeah. What's 2 + 2? Square.
How does Microsoft get it so fucking wrong? Like, they could have bought Instagram. They went with LinkedIn. Good choice, fellas. Everyone uses LinkedIn. Assholes.
Only responsible people.
I wonder if I went and broke all of Bill Gates' Windows if he'd get it.
He'd probably call a garage door guy.
But I do have a way to get Edge off of your computer so it stops doing that, and then it's just not there anymore.
That'd be beautiful.
It's actually relatively simple to do. Because I got the inside scoop on how to do all kinds of shit. Because I'm a loser, and I sit around and learn this crap. And then I contact other losers online, and we have loser conversations about losery stuff.
It's weird. I just sort of right clicked on my fucking Edge thing, and the funny thing is, there's a thing that comes up that's pinned. Apparently, it says a man hospitalized with COVID-19 told CBS he'd still rather be sick than get the shot.
Well, see, that's the thing. The shot is the sickness. That's what's in the shot. So you're gonna get it. I mean, if you get the shot, then you're getting the illness. And I don't get this. Now they're telling vaccinated people like to stay home and wear masks in the States. Like, the vaccine doesn't guarantee you won't get it. Or, well, then what's the fucking point of the vaccine? You're just. And if I'm fully vaccinated and you're still making me wear a mask and shit, then I'm not getting vaccinated. Why bother?
What's the point?
If you're vaccinated and you have to do all the same shit as before, then I'm not doing it. I'm not. I don't care. I'm fully vaccinated against polio, rabies, all kinds of shit. This one,
I'm not bringing rabies and fucking polio into the country. Just know that I'm vaccinated against it.
It doesn't matter where I go. You probably won't get those from me, but I don't think I'm passing COVID around. And so what if I am? All the numbers are out now. There's no denying it anymore.
Yeah.
It's done nothing to anyone except for a few old people. It's gotten so stupid now. And they're talking about, well, if everyone gets vaccinated, then the ones who don't are going to cause a new variant.
because that's the way it works.
Why don't we do that for the flu then? Blame people for, oh, you didn't get the flu shot, so you're the reason that flu mutated this year.
Yeah.
No, it's fuck. I'm so sick of this. 2 years we've been having this same it's like that goddamn pipeline.
I'm starting to wonder, do you think if I never brought it up in the beginning that we wouldn't be here with talking about this? That maybe this just gone away?
I think we might not have followed it as closely as we did, because you got to keep in mind you were a month ahead of national news.
Yeah.
We were talking about it. Our first conversation, there were 8 cases in China.
Yeah.
8. We were talking about it. 8 people had it, and we were like, and then it got to be 3,000 in like a week.
Yeah.
And still, we were like, well, 55,000 people die in China every day. What the fuck is 3? Why are we talking about this? But we were well before it ever came to North America. We were already sick of the conversation.
By the time it hit, by the time it left China and even hit Europe, we were already long done. Like,
we were. I was making fun of Italians for a week before that became the big news, and that's kind of when it became national. Was when Italy got hit really hard.
Yeah,
or international, I should say.
Yeah.
But we were way ahead of the curve on that one. So yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I don't think we would probably have followed it as closely, but since we're the ones who broke the story, we kind of had an obligation to.
I still can't believe that's. I just can't believe that we were the first people to fucking talk about that. That was just the weirdest shit.
We were, yeah. And back then I got mad. I'm like, this is never going to be a thing. I don't know why we're talking about it. No one's ever going to be talking about this shit.
I brought it up like 3 days in a row, and you're like, why do you keep talking about this? I'm telling you, dude, something's up with this. This is going to be big. It's never, who cares? It's a cold. Fucking break.
I still don't think it is.
But it is a big thing.
I don't think it's going to be.
We'll have to wait and see.
It's never going to be a thing. Yeah, let's wait and see. Maybe they'll make us wear masks or something. I guarantee the next thing, as I've said from day one, the next thing is not going to be masks. It's going to be a lot worse. So get ready for that. Now we've all proven we'll do whatever they say.
Yep, absolutely.
The other one who proved he would do exactly as I say, as he normally does, is good old Justy, JT, calling an election 2 years early. Like I said, he had to, or else he might lose. Shocking that I saw that coming. So we're going to the polls this year, I believe, or early next year.
God, I hope he gets fucking thrown out on his ass.
I think he doesn't stand a chance. It's really hard to go from a minority to another win, like for anybody.
Yeah, and I mean, but let's face it, when you doesn't matter what fucking province you're in, when you talk about the reaction for let's just COVID alone, when you talk about the reaction for COVID, name one person who's ever said Trudeau's doing anything, good or bad. Nobody.
Well, he's done very little, that's for sure.
He's done nothing. He doesn't talk about it. He doesn't do a daily fucking reports about it. It's just to him, it's just, I'm just still on vacation. What the fuck do I care?
Well, he did the announcement about the vaccine. There's enough vaccine for every Canadian to have it now. And he promised that by September, and we got it in July. So he's did a big announcement about how that was good. I don't think anybody cares, and I don't think it's a big thing. Like, oh wow, way to order something from the fucking pharmacy, like,
right? Like and he didn't order it.
No, I'm sure he didn't. But like, how hard should we pat you on the back for that one? Like, oh, I said I would call the pharmacy and get the shots, and I did that. So vote for me again.
Ignore everything else that I've done, but just remember, I brought the COVID. I brought the vaccine in faster.
See, that's the problem. I don't think at this point anything you do makes up for all the fucking horrible shit you've done.
No, not at all.
It doesn't. I'm very done with him, and I don't know. I hope the country is as well. I hope the country uses their mind and remembers to vote for Eric and Gord. Oh, look at the corner. Look at that. Oh, Eric and Gord 2023. we're still in the running, guys, and we could do a lot better than him.
Fuck. I have an empty cup that can do a better fucking job than him.
I probably.
At least it wouldn't violate any ethics fucking laws.
Well, you don't know that. If it gets into politics, it'll find a way. They always do.
That's true.
And realistically, with the group he's going to end up running against, I could give a shit. Like, they're all the same. They've all been working together for the last 3 years, so under this fucking bullshit alliance. So really, who are we going to vote for that's different? Jagmeet's not going to do anything different. And Mulcair, there's this dude, what's his name? The new conservative guy, McKay? No.
McKay.
Is it McKay? No, it's not McKay.
He's this guy who's always talking.
It's what the fuck's his name? O'Doyle. It's not O'Doyle, but I call him that. O'Toole.
O'Toole? Is that who it is?
Is it? I think it's O'Toole.
Give me a second.
Oh, I hope it's O'Toole, because I would love to talk about the Tool for the next 4 years. I think it's O'Toole, because I call him
Aaron O'Toole. There it is.
Aaron O'Toole. That's it. Number one, Aaron the girl's way, too.
Yeah, ERIN. AA.
O'Toole. That's perfect for a politician. Way to go, Aaron. Like he picked his name.
I'm on the conservative website and I love it because they have a picture of him that typical. He's wearing a suit and he's, looking off to the side like he's all regal and shit. It says in quotes, "I'm here to fight for the well-being of Canadians across the country."
Well, yeah, he sure is.
I don't believe you.
He's just become such a anti Andrew Scheer that he's attractive to people who hate Trudeau. That's all he's got going for him is he's not Andrew Scheer.
Yeah.
He's totally cool with marching in pride parades and he's like this new conservative that's different from the old conservatives. They always end up being the same eventually, but
at least he's making the effort. And I'm going to give him props for that because that's the thing that ruined the conservatives from the last election was the fact that Scheer was just such a fucking dick.
Oh, 100%. And that's why Trudeau has to call an election now because people are starting to warm up to this guy.
Yeah.
And if that goes on too far, they'll forget Trudeau in a heartbeat.
Yep.
But if he gets them before they all get to know him, he might stand a chance. I don't know. I think it's a long shot, but
yeah,
I think we're sick of him.
And now that what's her name from the Green Party's gone and she's been out with somebody else. I can't think who's running the Green Party now.
You know what? I don't even know. I know May is out. I didn't know someone else was in.
Yeah, they did bring somebody in. Of the Green Party.
Well,
it is.
Huh.
Well, it happened in October.
That long ago? Where the hell have I been? That's almost a year.
The leadership election took place between September 26th and October 3rd of 2020.
Jesus. I'm an idiot.
So Elizabeth is out.
Huh.
It is. Well, apparently it's still between two people. What the
That sounds like the Green Party. Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. You got Anime Paul and Dimitri Lascaris.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Dimitri. What's his nuts?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Final ballot. So Anime Paul, she's the one who got 50.63% of the vote.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Way to go, Anime. Anime? That's a weird name.
Yeah.
Is she a Japanese cartoon?
No, she's a black woman.
Oh. Well, now I'm racist.
I like it's now you're racist. That was my favorite part of that statement.
There was a time when I'm not racist. I just play one on TV. I'm not. I love everybody. I just think we should be allowed to say what we want to say. Whatever. It's whatever. Good.
See, I hate everybody equally.
Yeah, no, I don't. There are some people I hate more than others, and it may be race related, and it may be for some other reason. You might just be a regular run of the mill douche. I just hate. I'm a douchist. How's that?
You're a douchist.
I don't like douches, and I don't care what race you're from. If you're a douche, I'm going to call you a douche.
Apparently, if you want to run for the Green Party, it costs $30,000.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
Yeah, and the spending limit is $500,000.
It sucks. I wish it were different, because if I could afford provincially or federally, I would do so. But it's very expensive, and if you lose, you're in some serious trouble for that.
Yep.
Like, you don't get that money back. It's not like when you run for mayor.
No, it's not an investment. It's just somebody's getting paid for that shit.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't have that money. If we could get like people to donate, I would do it in a heartbeat. I would absolutely do it. Hey, look, there's us this is us running for office. That's me and Gord, 2023. Vote for us, and you get that right there.
You know what that means? We're going to be buying those suits and those fucking shirts.
Oh, 100%. I'm not
our
buying them.
organization.
I'm getting them from Schwarzenegger and DeVito. We're getting the original suits.
We're getting the original suits. It'd be so good.
I love that picture. You should see the Lethal Weapon one I did. You look good as a black guy.
No, would that not be considered a form of blackface? I don't know how that works.
Definitely. Well, most definitely, it absolutely is.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay,
it's
so
like third party blackface.
Now I'm
Yeah, but
blackface.
I did the blackface to you, so you can't be held accountable for that.
Oh, absolutely, I will be.
It's like kind of fake blackface, like, because I did it. It's I don't know, second degree blackface. I don't know. I don't know what you do. Well, here you've got there would be blackface and Asian face right there. That's when we start in Rush Hour together.
I love your face on that one. You look so weird. Oh, shit, that makes me laugh. Your face hurts. You look like you belong in like Men in Black as one of the aliens.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I look like I have jet black hair, and that's just weird.
I had to keep Jackie Chan's hair for you. I have too much time.
Oh, that's too good.
That was going to be all the new posters for your big comeback. I was going to do a different buddy cop movie for everyone, but I only did the 3, and I can't find Lethal Weapon right now, but it's pretty funny.
So good.
That's what I do. Hey guys, if you want to call me a racist or anything you want to call me, send us an email, gwynethpaltrowsvagina@gmail.com. And I didn't pick Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina because it's white. I don't even know that it is.
Black vagina.
I have no idea.
If you paint your vagina black, is that racist?
Is that?
Is it considered blackface or just black lips?
Black, yeah. Well, that's the worst part of blackface, isn't it? Wasn't it the big lips that
big red
everyone gets mad about? I don't know.
I still don't want to be talking about this right now because I can't stop laughing.
Let's see, what am I? Have you done blackface? Hey, if you've ever done blackface and you want to talk about it, give us me and Gord. You can chat with us right now on Facebook or on Restream. Let us know how your blackface experience worked out for you.
Dying to know.
I think more people should do it. I think we should all do it. Not just blackface. Like, pick any face you want that's not yours and do it up. Why not? Who cares? Really? We have so much more to worry about right now. What else did I have to chat with you about? Election coming up. I forget. I had a great thing that I wanted to talk to you about. And then I want to get to your bear story before we're done.
Yeah, I'm excited to tell you that one.
That's very excited. And we're already pushing the 5 o'clock mark here. So I don't know how long I have you for, but Gord brought up a story 2 days ago to me And I can't believe I missed because it's like my favorite story of the year so far. Because I love when bears remind us that they're fucking bears.
And this one, motherfucker, does it ever.
And I'm waiting for the movie to come out with Leonardo DiCaprio, probably. Or it'll be or Tom Hanks. He hasn't done a bear movie yet. A lot of good bear movies come out. The Revenant was a bear movie. There was that one with, I don't even remember what it's called, with Anthony Hopkins and
The Reverend.
no, the one before that with Alec Baldwin.
Oh, I love that movie. That was called
Bear Scare.
No, that's definitely not it.
That's what mine's going to be called when I write this one that you brought up.
Oh, fuck. Oh, this is going to bug the shipping cave nugget. Now I got to find out.
Yeah, it's something, but it was a good movie.
It was a really good one. Alec Baldwin was such a dick. That movie.
Coming soon, Eric and Gord, the Laser of Bear. Bear Scare. What a great name for it. Like, just like the worst title of a movie ever.
Bear Scare.
This is a movie about a scary bear. I call it Bear Scare.
The Edge.
The Edge, right? That would be such a different movie if it was just the guitarist from U2 chasing Alec Baldwin around.
It really would, wouldn't it?
Nobody
would see that one coming. I just love that whole movie is literally just based off of an old dude with a survival book. I just love that shit so much.
Yep.
And that's so great.
Maybe this guy in your story should have read the book. You should probably tell people what we're talking about. There was a bear scare, is what Gord's trying to say.
Yeah. So I mean, the best thing is you've got to see, if you get the chance, you got to fucking look this shit up on the internet, because when you see where this happened, this is insane. So basically what happened was, you got this dude, nobody knows, they're not releasing his name whatsoever, because I guess he just doesn't want to be known. But he was up in
it's the Berlin Man.
It's the Berlin Man.
he got rid of his AIDS and his cancer, and then he got killed by a bear.
It's like the worst luck dude on the planet. So he was up at this little small, and I mean fucking tiny, mining camp about 40 miles outside of Nome, Alaska.
In the middle of what country? Oh, bear country.
Bear country. They have no idea how he got out to this location, because there's no vehicle close anywhere. So they have no idea how he got in there. There's no vehicle there. So like, he didn't take like an ATV or anything to get there. There's no boat. He doesn't have a canoe. So there's fucking nothing.
There's no evidence that the bear didn't hide his vehicle.
No, there's no evidence of that yet. I'm sure that will come out. So basically what happened was this dude's out there, and the one night he was out there on, what the fuck was it, on July 12th. And so there's 3 sort of buildings on this site. You have like a mining you have like a little tent, then you have like a trailer sort of thing, and then there's this tiny ass shack that's about the size of an outhouse. And the bulk of this shit takes place in that shack.
He was there trying to prove flat Earth, though. So
maybe. So what happened was, so this fucking guy is in this shack, and a fucking bear had come up to him while he's in this, when he's hiding in this little thing, and basically terrorized him. It got in and it bit him in the fucking leg, and it dragged him out to the water where it was going to basically try to fucking eat him. He was able to get free, runs back to the shed, and he hides in this shed for the next 4 days, and the bear kept coming back.
In all fairness, I do have footage of the bear saying the dude started it. So that's all I hear say.
That's all about perspective at this stage. We don't really know for sure. Till the cell phone footage comes out, we don't know.
Started it. They're analyzing the bear's phone right now.
right now. So this dude gets he gets attacked by this fucking bear. The bear comes back the next fucking night and comes back every night. Now this is unbelievably rare occurrence for a bear to return back to the site to attack twice, let alone 4 fucking days in a row. So clearly this bear is fucking hungry and dude smell tasty to him.
Or he's just pissed off. He's sick of people being up there.
Very
Remember
possible.
last year, like 1,800 of them took over that town.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's right.
Every once in a while, bears remind us that they're bears.
That's right.
And he doesn't know you're human. He just knows your food.
Yeah, that's right.
And guess what? He's not wrong. Like, really, I have very little, like, it sucks. And I sympathize if you get killed by a wild animal. But if you're out in wild animal territory, you're prey. That's what you are.
You're not top of the food chain no more.
And whatever, I think it's fair. You know, how many of them have we killed?
Yeah, exactly.
Too many.
Too many.
I feel bad for the guy. That's got to be like, I'm not saying I would be cool with it if it happened to me. It's got to be fucking terrifying.
Oh, it has to be.
And I got bit by a dog once. I was in probably grade 4, and I just got my pinky. It was hard. It was bad. I couldn't imagine a bear. Like,
no,
that's like a dog times a million.
No, exactly.
And this was like a poodle or something. It wasn't like a Doberman.
It was even a big dog.
No, I sicked my dog on it and kicked his ass. It was awesome. But good boy, Benson. Oh, I miss that dog. But a bear would suck. And that would suck because when he's dragging you the whole time, you know, and you're thinking, this is about to suck. I'm about to be dinner.
Yeah. And this is going to be slow and this is going to suck. Terrible.
It would too.
You just be hoping that he dunks your head in the water, so at least you can swallow a bunch and kill yourself first by drowning. And so you know,
but he probably wouldn't, because they'll play with you a bit first.
No, yeah, exactly.
We all play with our food.
We're like the broccoli on the plate for them, you know.
What a guy.
So there's no cell phone service whatsoever, right? No. It's in a river drainage area, so it's even a shitty place to have this little mining thing, because if there's like a massive rainstorm, the whole thing's getting swept away anyways. Now, here's the really crazy thing is actually, so at one point, the bear actually ripped the door right off its fucking hinges to the shack, right? So, I mean, so when you see the picture of the land, the door is laying to the side.
Well, and it's Alaska. It's nice and warm, so that's probably not a problem.
No, exactly. So it's pretty nuts. So anyway, so what happened was there was the Coast Guard was doing what the fuck were they doing? They were doing something
guarding the coast.
They were going somewhere and just doing this sort of, they weren't doing a manhunt because nobody knew the guy was, in trouble because he couldn't get a hold of anybody. And
but he did manage to make an SOS in the
he did an SOS. He put SOS and help on the roof of the 2 buildings. So he was able to do that. Thank God
people still respond to that. Like, don't do that as a joke. Don't ever cry wolf with that SOS shit, because it works.
No, actually, ironically enough, that isn't what got their attention. I actually have the commander and the lieutenant who were in the helicopter when it happened. The commander says, he said to the pilot, he goes, "Hey, there's a guy down there and he's waving at us." Or the other guy said that. The commander says, "Is he waving with one hand or 2?" And the guy says, 2 hands. He goes, "Well, that's usually a sign of distress." So they went in.
This is definitely going to be a Tom Hanks movie.
It has to be. They go, we don't really come across people in the middle of nowhere out here. He was kind of struggling when we came around. He was on his hands and knees and waving a white flag.
See, in my movie, at that point, that's the bear wearing the human as a costume, and he's going to kill the 2 soldiers.
Exactly. He's so good.
I love the guy's skin draped over him.
I love when they get the spokesman for certain areas because Rick Green, a spokesman for the Alaska Department of Fish and Game, said in an email on Wednesday that grizzly bears were prevalent. Jesus Christ.
It's okay. Gord's excited. Prevalent is what he said.
Prevalent. Thank you. They are prevalent in the area.
Yes.
It's Alaska. They're prevalent everywhere.
Thanks, spokesperson. With this first time anyone's ever talked to this guy ever. He's been the spokesperson for 50 years, but nothing ever happened, so he's never had to speak. That's the first thing he could come up with. Yeah, it's bear country. There's bears here. Thanks, Chet. Talk to you in another 30 years.
According to a 2019 report by the Alaskan health officials, 68 people in the state were hospitalized for injuries sustained in 66 bear attacks from the year 2000 to 2017.
That means 2 of those bears got more than one dude.
That's right. That's right.
That's awesome.
And 10 people died as a result of bear attacks during that period.
At a bear. I love it.
So that's actually that's a pretty decent percentage-wise.
I would almost call that staggering. That's a staggering figure. I didn't think it would be anywhere near that high.
Yeah.
I'm not upset by it. I'm really not.
Now the dude that got rescued, the guy in question, he was between 40 and 50 and 50 years old. He did have a handgun. And he had quite a bit of ammunition when this whole thing first started. But he only had 2 rounds of ammo left.
Really? So he's just a shitty shot.
He's a horrible shot. And he, hadn't slept in 4 days, running on nothing but pure fear the entire time. The guy's, he'd be a fucking wreck.
Where's the bear? Did they catch the bear? Is there
No.
So we don't even know that there was a bear. Really? Maybe this guy's just weird.
It's possible, but he
got all hopped up on the firewater and wrecked his house, and then he was like, "No, there's a bear," because he didn't want to get the fine for drinking up there. I've watched the Alaska and Highway Patrol. I know what it's like.
Oh man,
that's not a story you can make up, really.
It really isn't.
Well, we'll see when the Tom Hanks movie comes out. Now, I still maintain it would be a better story if the bear is wearing the human as a costume, and then he hijacks the helicopter and flies to safety.
Yeah, that would have been epic.
That would have been a great ending.
Imagine just being a guy on the ground going, "Is that a fucking bear flying that helicopter?" The hell.
That would be I've never been stalked. Like I had a what do you call him? A coyote follow me one time down that big hill in North Van, like Capilano Road, not Cap Road, the other one, the big hill that goes to Park and Tilford.
I was gonna say Lonsdale, but no.
No, going toward Park and Tilford when you're going to Phibbs Exchange.
Yeah,
the big hill you go down. Yeah. I got followed by a coyote because I saw a coyote, and then I just saw these yellow eyes in the bushes. Like everywhere I went, it was going with, and I thought I was going to get attacked by this coyote. It sucked. Like I couldn't imagine being pursued for 4 days by something 80 times that big. And this guy, it was a little coyote. It's probably emaciated. Like they don't usually attack. They're tiny and weak and starving. They attack little things, but a bear, a big, angry, hungry bear. Jesus Christ.
No.
I'm scared of spiders. Like, fuck.
I don't know what, I've been relatively close to a wild bear. I was in Halliburton, which is like slightly northern. I mean, it's not northern Ontario by any stretch, but it's northern to southern Ontario.
I've been close to a bear.
But yeah, it was literally just across a single lane dirt road.
Yeah.
I've been there across me, which is fucking freaky enough on its own account.
But that was a happy bear I saw. It was just on the side of the highway, just playing in the grass. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was not in attack mode. It was in I just ate a bunch of salmon. I'm going to play in the grass, bear.
Actually,
so I wasn't scared at all.
Speaking of, have you seen the footage? I think it was in BC. I can't remember for sure, but it was somewhere. Anyways, it was on a beach. It was a violently hot day. And there's a bunch of people, it's not like a packed beach. It's obviously a very remote beach. But there's still like a few people in the beach, like hanging around, playing in the water and shit. And then all of a sudden, a mama bear and like 3 cubs come out of the forest and walk out and just go straight into the fucking ocean or right into the water and just start playing in the fucking water.
That's what they do.
Right around all the people. And people are just like, I'm not staying in the water right now. The bears come out, everybody leaves,
It's like that, what was it, the stingray that the guy freed or whatever, and then it followed him for like 2 hours?
Yeah.
Animals are weird. They do whatever they want because they're like bears. They can go wherever they want, do whatever they want. You're never going to stop them. The only thing they got to watch out for now is global warming is so fucked that we're starting to get sharks up here. So,
yeah, that's crazy.
Because it's warm enough for them to come up. So, and now it's all new to them up here. It's all new fish and bears and all good stuff to eat.
Imagine the first bear that catches a shark. Dude, look at the size of the salmon.
I want to be the guy who breeds the bear shark. Oh. That's the animal I want to see. Half shark, half bear, all killing machine.
All we need is a tornado and you have Bear Sharknado.
Oh, yeah. I would make that movie. With Tom Hanks.
With Tom Hanks, of course. Just to give an idea, by the way.
Who got COVID, by the way? He was the only famous person to get COVID. So
he was the first COVID. He was the first one to get COVID.
Of course he was. He does everything first. Right. I would like to see that movie where he defeats COVID and bears all at once.
That wouldn't be bad. So the Coast Guard helicopter, what they were doing was they were doing a search of coastlines looking for dead whales, walruses, and seals. For a team of scientists, because like,
how does that help the guy's self-esteem? Oh, we thought it was a dead walrus, but it was just this dude.
Dude,
fat dude.
I'll tell you one thing though, they smelt the same.
We thought he was a dead walrus, but it was Trump campaigning.
Never saw that coming. So yeah, they were basically just randomly flying over different little areas by this river. If they just happened to have just not taken like that right turn some point and just went left or took a different direction, they never would have fucking caught the guy.
Now, why could he not be saved by conservation officers Eric and Gord? That would have been awesome.
That would have been great.
I never hear much about those two anymore. I don't know if they're still working or what's up. I don't hear about any of the Eric and Gords anymore. We should feature a new one next week.
Okay, I think it's good.
Oh, how lucky is that dude? Because if they go by, they're not coming back.
No, that's just it.
That's a once in a lifetime chance, literally.
So just so everybody knows and you're clear, if you are out in the wilderness and a helicopter comes by, if you are fine, one arm waving, that says that you're okay and you're just saying hello. But if you wave 2 arms, they think that you need rescuing.
Well, I think that goes without saying, because anywhere, anytime, if you're like this, it usually means you're trying to get attention. If you're just like this, then you're probably all right. No one goes, "Hey, Gord, how you doing?"
Well, I do, and apparently I need to stop.
No, don't worry. This means there's no bear, and I'm fine.
Could you imagine? Sir, we just landed this helicopter. We might not have enough fuel to get back. Are you okay? I'm fine. I was just saying hello.
I'm doing okay. I was just saying hi. How's your day? If you can't see that, check us out on Facebook later. It's funny.
That's so good.
So yeah, Gord's right. Don't do that if you're just saying hi, because it will confuse the people in the helicopter.
Yeah.
And imagine if they do land, how pissed are they if they land and you're like, "No, seriously, I'm fine. That's just how I wave." Like, oh, you fucking kidding me?
Sir, can you come closer to the helicopter prop and just jump?
God damn it. Okay. You're not even... No dead walruses, and now this.
Right? Fucking stinky ass dude left in the middle of nowhere. That sucks.
That's a bad day, but way to go, Coast Guard. I think the Coast Guard is the last branch of the military you never hear anything about. They always seem like they're doing good. You never hear the Coast Guard do something bad like the rest of everybody else.
No, they seem to be the last good hope of, goodness, really. I would say.
They're the ones, whenever something's bad, it's like, we're calling in the Coast Guard. Even if you're not on the coast, that's the first thing you do.
Yeah, Ontario's have the Coast Guard. We don't even have a coast.
Yeah, right? The Coast Guard's always there. I love those guys. And Jacques Trudeau, first thing he did was shut down a fucking Coast Guard station. Actually, he reopened it, but different.
Fucking
Anyway,
anyway.
screw you.
Yeah.
What else was there? I think that's fuck. How do you top that? And where that's Gord's hour. I don't know if he's.
I can't do anymore. I am just ready to black the fuck out.
That is Gord's hour, as it is nowadays. The last 2 episodes, I haven't even done a precursor to it. I have just done this. I've just posted this hour, and if you get to see the Facebook stream, cool. If you don't, I'll post it somewhere. But if you just you can still listen to the audio. It may or may not have some extra footage of stuff I've recorded earlier. It's supposed to, but I can't promise anything. So that's it. Until next Wednesday. I'll be in Vancouver this weekend, so I will probably have some good stories for you guys.
Oh boy.
Until then, take care of each other.
1 arm, hello. 2 arms, help.
Maybe. All right, I got nothing I can't add to that. That's going to be funny. So
that's all I got.
Yeah, I should have talked about BC because it's burning down, but next week.
Yeah, it'll still be on fire, so it'll be okay.
I am ending the live stream.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged to obtain professional legal and medical services.